So it is properly up to date. So we can check it like our other part of the applications. So we are here. So it is still the browser running. So let's go back to the database. Maybe we can say quick our original application CLI. Then we see the load application kubectl all, and then and this application, then even though kubectl logs for the service information. This is log, we can say log all the deployment services. You see all the log information that's we already passed to our application, the Postmans. So there is no caching information. I will implement the caching part of the implementation, so we can see how it is working. How can you go to the database, injecting the database inside the PLSQL commands, and you can see the detailed information database, even though every log information into the your database systems, in Postgres database systems. All the information properly tagged, and even though you can extra, that's I said I have another screencast. You can follow how can you integrate to monitor your microservices application in the Prometheus or Grafana. How can you use this micrometer to use those cases to monitoring microservices? Just look for my channels. There is a really good informations. How can you monitor your microservice applications? If I go there in my channels, it is there, so you can see the YouTube. Oh, it is slow. Internet is really slow today. So you can see there is many 343 videos. You can get the keys here. So there is a different all the microservices application with the different backends, with the SQL, non-SQL databases, and there is a lot of geo application and with the mapping functionalities and Elasticsearch, Gamefire, Redis, and then Cassandra, all the microservices. That's we are talking about, which I'm trying to show you. How can you monitor the microservice application? There is a 5 or 10 videos with using the Prometheus and Grafana. I forget this is the videos that I am talking about, this one information. So there is a 5 videos. You can monitor all the microservice applications as you expected. So if you see these pictures like that, see there's a lot of time interval, and this you see the Prometheus applications using the Prometheus, Grafana, and so on and so forth. You see the Docker, and then you have the Grafana, and then you have the Prometheus, and also the micrometer application. So if you have one application has a 10 or 20 microservices application, you can monitor those applications in this type of tool. Just do those who are new for the microservice monitoring tools, just follow the screencast that we expected, that we are looking for. Really important, really professional way we are handling those type of applications to monitor. Because if you think about one Amazon web page, that maybe one single web page is that they are using maybe 15 or 20 microservice applications. They are consuming the 20 microservices for building only single web pages. That's why it is really important to handle the microservices in the proper way into the your right monitoring tools like Grafana, Micrometer, and Prometheus. So let's have discussed a little bit the project structure. So this is the projects I created as like the standard Maven project is as a main. It has a test packeted, and then it has a resource packeted. So resource packeted, that's I defined. So normally I use this project with Spring Initializer. Everybody knows the Spring Initializer. You can use Spring Initializer, or you can directly from the IntelliJ has option to build Spring Boot applications. But I normally use the browser option, the Spring Initializer, to create the Spring Boot applications. So if you see the project structure, like I have a model packets, so I put it all the models that I need and the needs. So let's have a checked all the models and the professional way. That's the I mean. So we have a model packet. So we needed all the models that I need to define here. All the models, you see the definition of the models and the profiles of the models, and these are roles models. And then you have auditing models, and then also the family models, the family attributes. There is no entity, but this is the extension of the user registration model, something like that. So user detail and this all the models. So I put it all the models in one packet. Then after the model creations, and then based on these models, I create all the scripts based on the first mob. In the first release, we build the script first one, and then when I extending the script 2, script 3, script 4, and script 5. That's one. So after the creating the models, then we have defined all the repositories that I need or based on our models, and then we define all the services that I need. We define exactly the professional way to service, and we define the service implementation packet in here. So, and then after the service implementation packet is there, then I properly injected the controllers. So you see the user registration controllers, and we define we auto-wire the user registration service, and then put it all the services that I need to build these controllers. So that's I said, just I will continue the discussion. How can step by step, how can you build your complete projects, and how can you build your models, how can you hibernate mapping issues I will discuss there, and how can you define the repository, how can you define your service, and how can you implement your service interfaces, and how can you need additional utilities function and functions to communicate your sequence generations. And this is how can you define your script files, and then define all the scripts. So that's the application EML files. How can you define the application EML files, and how can you define your config maps and the credentials, and then also your Postgres sequence and then application. That's how we will define everything. We'll discuss later part of our screencast. So just follow my channels, and I try my best to share with you. If you have a new idea or new concepts, just share with me and write down your comments, and then I think we can do together our best solutions with this is the one of the application that I tried to share with you. And even though the same application, I tried to use the Liquibase also in these cases. And so this is the Flyway based database migrations, and this is one of the most popular one, the Liquibase based database migration. So I will just simply replace the script files, and the application should automatically deploy what we expect all implementation. Just simply change these the flags and some configuration for based on the Liquibase. Just follow the channels. I think that will really help you to implement what we expected. That's I think this is the best solution. Now I say bye bye, goodbye, and see you later. Bye.